Hello everyone, this is the second video update for today. This one's more regarding the rules that I conduct myself with for the Toys from the Attic video and just other things. First off, I'm going to say that normally I'm going to try to be doing most of my filming for the Toys from the Attic videos on the weekend. A rule that I try to live by for myself is that throughout the week I'm working on my computer, doing 3D, doing 2D, sketching, drawing, on Photoshop or building stuff in Maya or ZBrush, so that's mainly what I'm doing throughout the week, and I try to keep myself disciplined that way just because I want to build my skills to hopefully get a professional job one day when the market gets better. But as far as the weekend goes, that's kind of open. Well, it's also a day that I go to work, but that's also open to do things that are more fun, like play video games, read comics, do some work around the house that needs to be done, and maybe customize toys. And I've decided to add filming for the Toys from the Attic videos on there, just because I have more free time to do it during the day and I don't feel as guilty because it's supposed to be my day to be away from my computer. As far as the videos go, I would like to upload one every week if I can, one a week. My main rule for uploading to YouTube is upload a video every week, if it's a journal or if it's Toys from the Attic or something else I might want to do in the future, but mainly do one thing. So if you don't see a Toys from the Attic video in just a journal entry, well, that's because I didn't have time to film something and I was only able to do the quick journal. I might have in the future take some time and have backup Toys from the Attic videos, just some random one toy that isn't connected to a main line, and just do a review of that and just have it in the bank in case I run out of time. I can easily plug that in and say, oh, hey, sorry, I didn't have time to keep up with what I planned, but here's something to tide you over and just have something for the week. That'll help if I have plans, if for some reason I know I'm going to be busy. As far as what I upload, my main rule that I'm going to try to stick by for the show is, for the videos, is that I'm going to be reviewing toys that I own. I'm not going to try to go and borrow a toy from somebody and say, hey, check this out, my friend had it, he liked playing with it. No, I'm going to try to do toys that I own. The loophole in this, though, is I'm still collecting toys, not as much as I was when I was a kid, but so something new might pop in, and I might review that, so you never know. I also still go to yard sales and stuff and pick up old things to customize, and take my time getting to them, so you never know. You might see something new, or some might see, and mostly we'll see something new, mostly we'll see something. You'll mostly see something old, but might see something new. That's what I wanted to say. This bringing me to the second thing is I don't actually use scripts because I'm dyslexic. It'd take me too long to read what's on whatever I write up or whatever I do. So most of it is off the top of my head, and I try to think about what I'm going to say before I actually start filming, or things are kind of edited pretty well, or it's all pretty much spontaneous and off the top of my head, so that's one of the other things. What are the other rules I was going to make? Like I said, this is all off the top of my head. Another thing I'm not going to do is video games. I'm not going to be reviewing video games, mostly because, like I said, I try to work on my 3D stuff and art projects and portfolio throughout most of the week, so I don't have time to actually devote to trying to beat a whole video game and giving you the ups and downs of it. There's other people who do video game reviews and have time to do all that, and they're actually a lot better at it than me. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best gamer in the world, but I mean, I've beaten some games. The few games that I have, I do actually have games that were handed down to me, so I do have a lot, but I'm not good at all of them just because I'm not. It would take me a long while to actually get good at them and finally beat them, and I don't have time to do that. I have other things I need to do, so video games are probably not going to be reviewed. But however, I probably will review action figures based on a toy line. So like I have an Link action figure somewhere around here, so that will probably show up one day. Another thing is I'm not going to be trying to do any crazy storylines or within the videos, not just yet. I mean, if people really like it and like that sort of stuff, maybe, but I see other video reviewers, they have some backstory plot going on. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm just starting, so no silly gimmicks for right now. I am actually learning a lot through the videos that I do. I'm probably going to have a structured line or a structured format for the show, or for the videos. I don't want to call it a show just yet. but I'm probably going to have a structured line, like maybe devote a month to a particular franchise or brand, like 1 month Ninja Turtles, 1 month Aliens, 1 month G.I. Joes, something, and then the next month roll on to something else. But right now I'm pretty much just grabbing whatever's on the shelf and filming that what's ready access. There's a whole bunch of toys I have in storage that I'll eventually get to that are like my Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joes, and other stuff. But right now I'm just grabbing whatever's off the shelf. Plus, I'm working out a lot of kinks this way. The Mighty Max video I had, like I said, I had problems with it. It didn't quite go right, so I learned a lot from it, so I'm going to learn as I go with these things. I do definitely know with the month format that I do have planned, I want to make June Ghostbusters month, so you can look forward to that in the future. Hopefully if I can still have, I mean, this might peter out if I don't get a lot of people or other stuff, but I'd want to try to at least make Ghostbusters month in June, because that's when the movie came out in 1984, so that's going to be that's kind of locked in. The other thing that oh shoot, what was I going to say? There's I don't think there's any more rules. I have had some good feedback and response from it, so people have given me some suggestions. I'm not going to try to go out and actively look for a toy that that someone suggests. Like I remember I had some Dick Tracy action figures growing up, but I got rid of all of them. So if someone suggests that, I'm not going to go actively going to eBay and saying, "Oh, I need this to do a review of it," because right now I can't afford to go to do that. And in all honesty, looking back, the Dick Tracy guys aren't all that nostalgic for me either. So it's pretty much all the toys that I liked. I'm also not going to be just going in reviewing toys that just stink or review toys that are just bad. I know that, like, again, there's other people who review things and they'll complain like, "Oh God, I don't want to review this. Don't make me do it," and then they'll pick apart everything. I mean, granted, there are some toys. I can think of one that I just got from a yard sale off the top of my head that I'm gonna say like, yeah, this doesn't hold up over time. But I'm not gonna. I'm mostly wanting to try to put a positive spin on it. Like when I was growing up, I picked toys that I really liked playing with, or I really wanted, or thought was cool. So most of it I have positive memories with. I mean, there are things that I could say that I can nitpick some things like, yeah, it's not as good, or I didn't like this, but I'm not going to completely trash it. So so it's mostly going to be a positive thing, and pretty much for everyone just going down memory lane. So that's going to be that. The other thing though is I've seen other toy reviewers do is they get gifts from people and other stuff. I'm open to the idea, but right now I'm not going to be asking like, hey, give me a donation to do this. So part of me thinks like this is just me thinking. Part of me thinks that, oh, I do this just to get some toys and build my collection. I don't have to pay for anything. I don't want to do that just yet. I mean, someone has actually offered. It's nice. I'm not going to say no to them because, hey, it might be good to review that thing, especially if it's a toy that I used to have and I liked, but I got rid of. So but I'm not going to be like saying, hey, send me this and I'll review it. So no, I don't really want to go out and say that just yet, because and honestly, I probably have a close to 1,000 toys just growing up from hand-me-downs. I definitely know I have at least 100 G.I. Joes that were handed down to me. So and my brother counted out my Ninja Turtles one day. He said I had 100 Ninja Turtles. So I definitely have enough to work with for this show. One of the things my dad used to always said, God rest his soul, was that I had more toys than the law allows, and he didn't understand why I could have so much. And even me, I thought, oh man, I have too much stuff, and how can I don't really want to sell it, or I don't really want to get rid of it. One day if I had a kid, I'd like to give it to them, but I didn't know what I was going to do. So hopefully this could turn around and I can use these to give back or generate something for myself. So but I definitely have a lot to work with. So those are the rules that I'm going to try to stick with, and I see I'm hitting the 10-minute marker, so I'm going to say farewell, and this will be uploaded. So long.